What I'm about to show you guys is realistically what you're going to do or what you're going to see when you get into iRacing for the first time. For those of you who do not know what iRacing isn't just some regular racing game. It is a racing simulator, a true racing simulator. And the fact that it's not like Forza or any of those arcade games. This one's an actual racing simulator, and it's mainly focused towards players that play online. So you won't really be having a lot of those lap times in racing against CPUs. You're mainly going to be playing against other people online. There is a subscription service that comes with that, but I'm going to show you guys what it's like when you deal with, let's say, the not so good drivers. Okay, so where are you going to start off with? Well, there's two main things that you need to start off with. Downloading iRacing, first of all, and then on top of that, getting a steering wheel and pedals, because please don't be the lunatic that plays with an Xbox controller. Don't be that guy. One of my biggest recommendations when it comes to a wheel and pedal setup is the Logitech G29. It is a phenomenal wheel and pedal setup, works absolutely amazing. There are other ones out there such as Fanatec and Thrustmaster, however they are more expensive. So when it comes to the most budget friendly, I would definitely recommend this setup. It is phenomenal. This will cost you around $200 to $300 depending if you get it used or brand new, and then an extra cost for the shifter as well, since it is a separate item from the steering wheel and pedal. Where to download iRacing? There's two places that I know of you can download iRacing. A lot of people download it on Steam, which is one of the places, or you can download it directly from the website, which is personally what I did, but there's really no difference. So once you get into the website, there is a subscription, because it is a subscription service that you have to pay for, and there's different ones. I personally went for the 3-month subscription. You can do whatever you want. They have a monthly, a 3-month, yearly, or 2-year subscription. One thing to note is that for new time comers that are paying, it will be cheaper for them. So if you want to jump on the 2-year one or the 1-year one, I highly recommend doing that because it will be cheaper. And the more you pay, the cheaper it will be. Kind of hard to explain. There are other videos that explain the amazing pricing of iRacing. But I would definitely recommend taking advantage of the 3-month, which is the one I have, or the 1-year one, as they will be cheaper when you first purchase iRacing. So, congratulations, you bought yourself a wheel and pedal set, maybe a shifter as well, and then you also purchased the subscription to iRacing. What next? Well, what the subscription gives you is a couple of free cars and free tracks. It increases over time, so it's not how like it was back in the day where you only had a few cars and a few tracks. Now there's a lot of cars and a lot of free tracks that you have when you first purchase the subscription. These are the cars and tracks you'll be racing on when you first start off in iRacing. You will mostly be racing these as the rookie class. And I'll get into more detail later in the video, but just know that you will have to make further purchases to iRacing if you want to race in higher classes with different tracks. The biggest cars you'll be racing in iRacing when you first start off the subscription is the Formula V, Formula 1600, the Mazda MX-5, the BMW M2, and then the old stock NASCARs. Those will be the first cars you'll be mainly racing. They have added a few new ones here and there. I'm just listing out the ones that I started with. Of course, they added, like I said, they added some new ones that could differ from your experience, but it mainly generally is the same what you will be racing. Classes. So, of course, there's a ranking system in this game. However, the ranking system works differently than other ranking systems in other games. In other games, the only way to rank up is by earning points and winning races. However, in iRacing, it is a little different. The way to rank up in iRacing is by being a safe driver, aka safety rating. But what is safety rating and what does it do? Well, safety rating is determined by how, like I said, how safe you are at driving. The more wrecks you get into, the more your safety rating drops. The less wrecks you get into, the more your safety rating goes up. Safety rating is determined by incident points, and depending on what incident you get into, determines how many incident points you get. Off track will get you 1 incident point, spinning out will get you 2 incident points, as well as collision gets you 2 incident points. Hitting another driver will get you 4 incident points. And if you hit another driver and they hit another driver or spin out and crash, their incident points will go on to them as well as to you because you still contacted them. It's weird the way safety rating works, but it's very helpful and it keeps the better drivers away from the crazy drivers that want to wreck everyone out. And as I said before, getting safety rating will rank you up into higher classes. The different classes being Rookie, D class, C class, B class, A class, and Pro class, which is usually found in the ovals. In order to rank up, you need to have at least a 3.0 safety rating or higher to rank up to the next class. Each class comes with its own perks, different races, different cars, so this goes into how you will need to purchase different cars and different tracks in order to get a better racing experience overall. Here are some things you do need to watch out for before buying any cars and any tracks. Make sure they don't say legacy on them. Legacy usually means they're old and they're not being used anymore, and only a few races, if any, will still support them. Make sure the car you buy is available in more than just one race. Sometimes it's not likely that it will be, but depending on the car you buy, it could be more available in other races as well, such as the Ferrari 296, which is available in more than just one race series. The best way to tell which cars race in which series and to get the most value out of your car with racing time, and or if you do not have the car or track and want to purchase them, go down and press on the race series tab that you want to race in. Then go all the way down to where it says add to cart. Press that button and it will add the items to your cart. Then you can go to your cart and complete the purchase. And then also, if you noticed where it showed the car and track too, that will show you what tracks are being raced on that series at that time and what cars are being used in that series at that time as well. Now, once you enter into a race, you will be lined up with a grid with other drivers because it is a multiplayer race. One thing to note though is your I rating. It differs from safety rating, where safety rating you have to drive safe to gain it. I rating, you actually have to win races to gain it. Depending on what position you're in will affect your I rating. Also, if you leave a race before it is over, you will lose I rating, and depending how much I rating you have, you will be ranked up with good drivers or bad drivers. Good tips if you want to avoid losing safety rating or I rating is to start from the back of the pack. It might sound counterintuitive to start from the back of the pack if you want to gain I rating, but it will help you gain safety rating since safety rating is more important overall. And the reason I say this is because you will avoid a lot of the first lap chaos that will happen during the race, and that can prevent you from getting caught in that chaos. Practice, practice, practice. The more you race, the better you get at it. So go out there, have fun, and have a good time. Thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed, and like and subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment down below if I missed anything or left anything out of detail, and or if you want me to do more content like this. I'll catch you all in the next video, and I'm out.